Welcome to a new episode of Book Summary of How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. Imagine this: you wake up in the morning and before your feet even touch the floor, your mind starts spinning. What if things go wrong today? What if I fail? What if something bad happens? We have all been there, worrying, that silent thief of peace. But what if there was a way to stop worrying, to actually start living freely, joyfully, and fully present? That is exactly what Dale Carnegie wanted to teach us through his book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Before we dive in, let's meet the man behind this wisdom, Dale Carnegie. Born in 1888, Dale was not born rich or famous. He grew up on a poor farm in Missouri and faced his share of struggles. But he was curious about people, what made them happy, successful, and peaceful. Over time, he became one of the world's most influential teachers of self improvement, communication, and leadership. His works, including How to Win Friends and Influence People, have changed millions of lives. And in this book, he gives us practical, down to earth ways to conquer the worries that drain our energy and rob our joy. So, let's begin this journey chapter by chapter. Number 1: Fundamental facts you should know about worry. Dale starts by saying, if you want to stop worrying, live in day-tight compartments. What does that mean? He tells a story about a ship captain. When a storm hits, the captain closes all the watertight doors, sealing each section of the ship so water cannot spread. Carnegie says that is how we should live. Do not let yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's fears flood today's peace. Just live one day at a time. So, here is the insight. Most of our worries come from reliving the past or fearing the future. But life happens only in the present moment. Here is the simple reminder: shut the doors on yesterday and tomorrow. Live in day-tight compartments. Number 2: Basic techniques in analyzing worrying. Carnegie introduces a powerful, simple formula here. He calls it the worry analysis technique. When you are troubled by something, ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1: what is the worst that can happen? Number 2: can I accept it if it happens? Number 3: now what can I do to improve the situation? It sounds simple, but it's life changing. He tells the story of an engineer who once faced losing his job and reputation over a mistake. He was panicking, but when he asked himself what is the worst that can happen, he realized the worst was not as bad as his mind imagined. Once he accepted it, his calmness helped him fix the problem. Here is the insight: acceptance kills fear. Once we accept the worst, there is nowhere left to fall, only a way to rise. Chapter 3. How to break the worry habit before it breaks you. Here Carnegie gets practical. He says action is the enemy of worry. He shares stories of people who cured their anxiety by keeping themselves busy. A woman worried endlessly about losing her husband's love until she began working at a hospital helping others. In helping patients, she forgot her own pain. Here is the Carnegie's message. When you are busy doing something worthwhile, you do not have time to worry. He also says, do not let small things ruin your day. Do not waste your peace over a spilled cup of coffee or a rude comment. He quotes, life is too short to be little. So here is the insight. Focus your energy on doing, not dwelling. Chapter 4. 7 ways to cultivate a mental attitude that will bring you peace and happiness. Carnegie explains that happiness is not about what happens to us, it is about how we respond. He reminds us to count your blessings, not your troubles. He tells the story of a man who lost his sight, but instead of sinking into despair, he learned to appreciate sound, touch, and memory more deeply than ever before. The trick, Carnegie says, is to fill your mind with positivity, gratitude, faith, and goodwill, because a mind at peace gives life to the body. Practice these simple things. Every night, list 3 good things that happened that day. You will train your brain to see hope instead of worry. Here is the insight. The more we think about what is right, the less we worry about what's wrong. Chapter 5. The perfect way to conquer worry. In this section, Carnegie turns to one word, faith. He shares stories of people who found peace through belief, not necessarily religious belief, but trust. Trust that life has meaning, that we are guided, and that things work out in the end. He tells the story of an army officer who stopped worrying about death after realizing worrying would not save him. Living fully each day would. So the insight here is, when we surrender control and trust the flow of life, we discover peace that worry cannot touch. Chapter 6. How to keep from worrying about criticism. Criticism, one of life's greatest triggers for worry. Carnegie says bluntly, unjust criticism is often a disguised compliment. He explains that people criticize when they feel threatened by your success or values. He tells a story about Abraham Lincoln, one of the most criticized leaders ever, who said, if I tried to read all the criticisms made of me, this office would have closed. Do not let someone else's opinion steal your peace. Take the useful part and let the rest go. So the insight here is, when you stop worrying about what others think, you begin to live authentically. Chapter 7: 6 ways to prevent fatigue and worry and keep your energy and spirits high. Now, Dale gets scientific. He says, a tired body leads to a tired mind, and that invites worry. He suggests rest before you get tired. Relax at your work, not after it. Do not bottle up emotions. Express them calmly. Take breaks. Breathe. Stretch. Smile. He even talks about the power of sleep, exercise, and laughter. Simple yet powerful ways to protect our mental peace. So, the insight here is, you cannot have a peaceful mind in an exhausted body. Chapter 8: How to find yourself and be happy. Carnegie ends the book with something truly beautiful: the idea of service. He says, forget yourself by becoming interested in others. When we focus on helping people, listening, and contributing, our worries sink. He tells stories of people who overcame depression simply by volunteering or caring for others, because happiness is not about escaping problems, it is about adding meaning to life. So, the insight here is, when your heart is busy giving, it has no room left for worrying. So, what is the real secret to stop worrying and start living? It's not magic, it's mindset. It's about accepting what we cannot control, doing what we can, staying grateful, and living one day at a time. Now, few takeaways from this book. Number 1: live in day-tight compartments. Focus only on today. Number 2: analyze your worries. Accept the worst, then improve it. Number 3: keep busy doing meaningful things. Action dissolves anxiety. Number 4: cultivate gratitude. Count blessings, not problems. Number 5: ignore unfair criticism. It's often a sign of success. Number 6: rest and recharge. A peaceful body supports a peaceful mind. Number 7: serve others. When you help someone else, your worries fade. Dale Carnegie's message is timeless. Worry is a habit and peace is a choice. The world won't stop giving us reasons to worry, but we can choose how we respond. So, next time anxiety knocks, pause, breathe, live in this moment, because life, my friend, is happening right now. So, that was all in this video. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed it, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon in next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.